What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo. Today I'm going to show you guys why having Kyo at A5 is really going to make an insane difference for this character. Now, a couple of days ago, I made a list of all the cores that you should unlock on all of your EX characters, right? And I actually made a mistake in that video where I said that Concentrate here really wasn't that great. It really wasn't that good because, so far in the game, there's only been one character, well, actually two characters now, in Akuma and Ryu or Kyo that actually had this effect. And I tested this on Akuma. And Akuma, if I just spam my skills and guild raid, I just do more damage than using this concentrate. However, on Kyo, it's a totally different story because on Kyo, this actually resets his first skill for 3 seconds. It gives him an unlimited amount of times to do the first skill for 3 seconds. And the reason it's so godly on this character is because his first skill actually gives him the dot explosion. And that makes an insane difference. I mean, the increased attack only lasts for 5 seconds, but once you do these other attacks here, you get your increased target damage received, get your increased attack by 7 seconds, and then you just hit your concentrate and you start spamming the living hell out of this thing. It does an insanity amount of damage. And I've actually, I couldn't do it on my account, and I can't show you guys any video of it, but I actually watched a video of one of my buddies in Discord that has an A5 Kyo, and we did a little comparison in Spider Robot where he just spammed his skill for about 3 seconds versus just using this first skill for 3 seconds, and the damage was virtually the same. The reason that you're going to do more damage, say in Guild Raid, having this skill unlocked, and your character does have to be A5 in order to have this concentrate unlocked, the reason it does more damage is because you can do it every single time you bring in Kyo in your rotation. Right? Whenever we normally play in Guild Raid, a lot of times, well, it really depends on your teams, but a lot of times when we play Guild Raid, if you're just using like your damage dealer, then a meter breaker, and then you're using a increased target damage received character, like for example, we use Kyo for our damage dealer, we would use SS Mary or Chun-Li for the meter breaker, especially against Nightmare Geese, and then use Leona for the extra increased target damage received that she has in her kit. So you can do a lot more damage, right? To get this here and also get it from her first skill whenever you use it, right? And because of that, a lot of times when you're using this team up, your damage dealer will only use their awakened skill every other time you bring them in. Whereas when the EX core, right, because of the low cooldown on this thing, this thing will actually be ready every single time that you bring Kyo in. And because it does about the same amount of damage as like using your awakened skill for about 3 second period compared to just using your first skill for 3 seconds, it works out to where you do just a lot more damage over the time span because every single time you bring in Kyo, you can actually use this first skill over and over and over. It's godly. I mean, on Akuma, unfortunately, I think they were just testing this on Akuma because they did give it to him, guys, but his third skill actually only gives him an unlimited amount of using his third skill, right? I'm sorry, his core only gives him an unlimited amount of doing his third skill. And his third skill applies darkness, which is nice, but it doesn't have explosion like his first skill. His first skill applies the burn, which actually is where his dot explosion actually comes from his core, but every time he applies burn, the dot explosion is going to enact. And because of how Kyo is set up, where his first skill actually has the explosion on it, he just does an insane amount of damage. I mean, think about it, guys. Every time you hit that first skill, he's doing explosion. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, just, whereas with Akuma, and maybe they did this with Akuma because his first skill can actually reset for a 3 second duration. And maybe I need to do some more testing to really confirm whether or not Concentrate's really good on this character. So far, though, from my testing, whenever I just spam skills in Guild Raid with this guy, I just do more damage, like a lot more, like 500 million more damage just in a 1 minute run. And I can show you guys that sometime if you'd like to see that, but maybe I need to work out a better rotation to where the concentrate would help him more, to where he would actually do more damage. But Kyo, it's definitely doing way more. And I want to give a big shout out to my buddy Leo for putting up this video for me, man. Thank you so much, bud, because I don't have Kyo at A5, but my friend here does. And you guys are going to see just how good he is. Now, the aspect ratio on his video that he sent me is different from the aspect ratio of my video. So you guys are going to see the border of the original game on the screen below his video, but no big deal. And, you know, he uses the same team that I use. You know, I use the damage dealer, then I use SS Mary, and then I use Leona, right, for the increased target game receive. Mary's just so good, guys, at breaking meters. I mean, really, her and Chun-Li are really just like, in my opinion, the two Kingdom Come characters for this kind of thing. Mary's actually better, but still, both of them really, really good. Right now, his concentrate isn't ready to go. Okay, so he just runs through his skills. He's doing his 3PG, right? God, this 3PG, like every time I see it, it's just amazing. Beautiful, beautiful skill. Excuse me there. Oh, yeah. And, you know, with Mary, you know, it's literally 3, 2, 1, right? Or 1, 2, 3, however you want to do it. You just want to apply that lightning, or apply the lightning or shock. I want to say lightning. Apply the shock before you go into your 3PG. And, yeah. Now, watch this. And look at that damage, guys. Look at that damage. And we already established in yesterday's video that increased target damage received does buff up characters with explosion. It does do it. I mean, this is pretty wild, man. And guys, when you see this score, like the final score, this is a level 50 Kyo. This is on a fame system of level 11 and penetrate at level 10, right? That is feasible for any player to have. Like, that's not a whale fame system at all. Look at the numbers he's putting up. My A7 Rugal, right, who benefits tremendously from increased target damage received. I can get over 9 billion in this with a level 70 Rugal, fully maxed out. This Kyo is at level 50, and he is not completely maxed out. And I have a fame system of level 12 instead of level 11, which does make a little bit of a difference. And just to let you guys know, my buddy's actually done even more damage than what you're going to see in this run with this Kyo, because he's just gotten better at perfecting his runs, timing things a little bit better, because it's all about breaking the meter at the right time in order to do the most damage. I mean, guys, 4.7 billion. Halfway through this, he had 4.7 billion by doing this. And like, if you have an A5 Kyo, you're just going to do a lot more damage doing this method. Excuse me, guys, our nose itches there. Just bonkers, right? Bonkers. Wow, 5 billion right there, guys. So it, like, just from watching this run so far, you can definitely see that it is possible for him to get 10 billion with this character. Now, is that a big deal? I mean, it's cool. I mean, it's definitely cool. Is there a need for it? No, not really. I mean, not really. I mean, you only need 1.25 billion to get the max rewards from Guild Raid. But yeah, and I might make a separate video about all that. But aside from that, you know, focusing on Kyo, I mean, this is just nuts, guys. This is nutty, right? And yeah, and we'll show you the build, guys, on Kyo after this, so you can see exactly how he looks. But again, the fame system's at level 11, right? The penetration is at level 10. Yeah, bonkers, man. Because when he told me how much damage his Kyo was doing at level 50, thank you for the subscription. When he told me how much damage he was doing, I was like, oh my God, that is insane. And it also just confirms everything that I knew was probably going to happen, and that Kyo was going to be the new Kingdom Come of damage, right? Right? He's going to be the strongest character in the game. And he is, guys. He is the strongest character in the game. I've already seen other players, like massive whale players, that are scoring 4 billion with Kyo in 20 seconds. Now, I know some of you probably won't believe that, but believe me, when you got a maxed out fame system, it will make that much of a difference. It is crazy. Just nutty. I mean, just insanity, right? Look at these numbers he's putting up. I mean, this is just godly. Wow. I mean, watch this just makes me want to A5 the character. I mean, guys, he's almost at 9.5 billion. At level 50, guys. Like, even my A7 level 70 Rugal would have trouble trying to do that much damage. Look at that. 9.5 billion. 9.5 billion on this character. That is nutty. And I'll show you guys the build real quick, right? There's the build on Kyo, right? He's using the successor set. He's using the Yentamakar, which actually gives extra critical rate. And he's using the Orochi card right there. And they are transcendent. And a lot of these cards aren't, the transcendent stats aren't for an attack type character, man, which is freaking nutty, because if they was, he would do even more damage, guys. And then if I scroll a little bit further for you and show you the kind of skip along here, and I'll show you guys the imprint stones. Now look at the imprint stones on Kyo, right? He's using the one sacred treasure stone. He's got another stone that's just a silver stone that's only giving him a single attack plus burn, and then the regular EX stones. So if he had another double attack stone where that Moonstar stone is, and the transcendent stats on those cards actually apply to an attacker, he would do even more damage. I mean, that is insanity, guys. And when you're building Kyo, critical rate and critical damage is definitely going to be a big plus for the character, because it really skyrockets his damage. He's just one of those characters that crits a lot, and because of that, that successor set just does insanity. I mean, even if you don't have the successor set, maybe you can slap the Mad Tea Party set and do really well with him. But man, he is just godly. That is crazy that he's doing that amount of damage. And again, guys, my buddy's fame system is at level 11. It's at level 11 right here, and level 10 as far as penetration, which again is feasible for any player to have. I know it's not feasible to get this character to A5 for a lot of players. Oh, we just had the reset. I know it's not feasible for a lot of players to get the character at A5. I mean, I even would struggle, trying to do that, because it means I'd have to spend quite a bit more money in order to do it. But, just also know that we always have power creep in all these banners. Pretty much the next banner's probably going to have a character even stronger than Kyo. And then after that, it's going to be stronger than that character, and so on and so on and so on. This is something that Kofus has been doing for the past year. And that run was absolutely insane. And I do want to thank Leo for allowing me to put that video on my video. Thank you so much, my friend. And to show you guys just how strong Kyo is when properly played, when you use his concentration EX core, how much damage this character can actually do. He is quite, well, you know what I'm going to say, godly. So let me know what you guys think about A5 Kyo getting 9.5 billion, and now my buddy tells me he's getting 10 billion with the character. And I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. TNT Play 7 time. The link is in the description below, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, y'all. Take care and have a good one. See you, everybody.